What's up? What's happening? What is going on, everybody? Sometimes the NFL does a really good job of keeping off the field issues under wraps. Sometimes you may not actually hear that they happen until now. I'm Mike Cantalupo, and today we present 10 crazy NFL off the field moments you probably didn't know about. Minnesota Vikings boat sex party. Boat sex party. Boat sex party. October 2005, 7 Vikings players rented a pair of houseboats. They flew in prostitutes from Atlanta and Florida, and it was an orgy, folks. Fred Smoot guessed 100 women were on the boat. Dante Culpepper, who was a Dolphin the next season, was among the Vikings players on the boat. Coach Mike Tice would get fired because of it, and that ended Culpepper's time in mini. Boat sex party. Boat sex party. Eugene Robinson, a true Super Bowl hangover. He was a key piece of the '98 Falcons. He led the team to a Super Bowl 33 appearance, but Robinson partied too hard the night before. He was arrested by an undercover cop for soliciting a prostitute. He forfeited his Bart Star Award for, outstanding character and leadership. He played through the Super Bowl with a little bit of sleep. He gave up a big touchdown play to Rod Smith, a big run to Terrell Davis. Oh, man. Why would you do that? Randy Moss, get him off the road! This was September 2004. Randy Moss was driving around Minneapolis. He tried completing an illegal turn when a cop stood in his way to stop him, but Randy Moss bumped into her and she fell. Marijuana was found in his car. Oh, the raver. He had a $1,200 fine, 40 hours of community service. He also had to pay the cop an undisclosed amount. It was reported to be around 6 figures. Sharice Wright pays for an Uber. Sharice Wright was trying to make Bills voluntary workouts in 2017, but his flight out of Chicago was canceled. So he called an Uber driver to drive him from Chicago to Buffalo. The ride cost $632.08. Wright ended up tipping him $300. That's really generous, but the guy's in Buffalo now, so I don't blame him. Hey, Jason, the editor, what was your longest Uber trip?
Well, Mike, it's actually funny you asked that because I was at a wedding with my cousins and we got invited to that Viking boat party you were talking about earlier.
Okay, and, classic Raiders. The Raiders were a laughingstock for the NFL for most of the 21st century. Come on, let's be real. The 2009 season was summed up by this. Head coach Tom Cable met with an assistant coach named Randy Hansen. Cable flipped Hansen out of his chair. Hansen suffered a broken jaw and went on administrative leave. Cable somehow avoided charges, and that's such a Raiders thing to do. Cyrus KOUANDJIO, this is a former Buffalo Bills offensive lineman. There was this really strange incident in April 2017. The cops found him half naked trying to get over an electric fence. That's when he asked police to shoot him. He was taken to the hospital for first aid. He turned out okay. Honestly, mental health issues, nothing to laugh about. And this is an obvious case of somebody who's not right in the head. I don't want to go and speculate that it's CTE related or anything like that, but not funny. Actually, not funny at all. Lucky Whitehead is unlucky. Lucky Whitehead spent 2 seasons as a wide receiver for the Cowboys. He was arrested in the 2017 offseason in Prince William County, Virginia. Now, the cops arrested him for allegedly stealing $25 from a convenience store. That doesn't sound right? The Cowboys decided to release Whitehead because of it. But guess what? He was cleared of all charges because the police realized it was a mistaken identity. Because an NFL player isn't going to steal $25 from a convenience store. He basically lost his job for doing absolutely nothing wrong, but the Jets would later add him to the roster. Tank Johnson, keep guns away from children. Former defensive tackle, he played in the NFL from 2004 to 2010. His career was ruined by multiple run-ins with the law, like this one in December 2006. Police searched his Illinois home. They found 6 guns, including 2 assault rifles. Children were in the house. He was at practice while the cops searched his home. His bodyguard was arrested for allegedly possessing marijuana. the weeds. He received 2 charges. He was deactivated for the team. Chris Hansen's bad burns. Chris Hansen was a former NFL punter. A pot of fondue fell onto the floor of his Jacksonville house. Hansen had 1st and 2nd degree burns on his hands and right ankle. His wife suffered 2nd and 3rd degree burns. His kicker and teammate Jarrett Holmes was also burnt. They all recovered. Hansen participated in training camp. Fondue, just trying to have some fun with fondue. Almost killed by chocolate. Maurice Clarett, how to destruct an NFL career. We know this story, I think. He's a star running back at Ohio State. He was also a star in the United Football League. He was dismissed from Ohio State from doing this. Ready? Skipping classes, yelling at coaches, filing false police reports. He challenged NFL rules about players not being draft eligible until they're 3 years removed from college, or 3 years removed from graduating high school. I should say that makes more sense, right? But then this Broncos surprisingly took him with pick 101 in 2005. They gave him over $400,000 in contract, but he instead signed for an incentive-lative deal against the advice of his agents. The Broncos cut him before the season even started, and no team ever signed him. Then multiple arrests followed. He's now turned over his life and opens up about his own troubles. So check it out. It's a feel-good story. What other crazy off-the-field NFL stories should we have included? Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, hit the like button. Until next time, I'm Mike Cantalupo. Thanks for watching.